Hey there everybody, this is Adam Zundel from the Mountain East Conference in the second video tutorial about baseball and softball stat crew. And in this video we're going to go over how to set up your game and input your starting lineups, and then we're going to do a substitution, and then we'll learn how to wrap up the game and go over pitchers of record. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, into the DOS. We're going to go into our scoring. We're going to go to the game scorebook, and in the previous video we have two rosters set up in our samples directory, and so we're going to go ahead and get that. We're going to go right down the line here to game setup, game info. We're just going to call this game in Bridgeport, West Virginia. And we're going to get the date's good enough, batters are good, any national rankings between the two teams. We're going to play 9 innings. If you are scheduled to play 7, you would change it here. Designated hitter rule is in effect. Neutral site is yes, since this is a national championship game. Night game, no. League game, no. All postseason games, including conference tournaments, are not considered conference games. Here you can put NCAA tournament game, you can put a little symbol, and you can do that in your directory. Game series ID, that's only if you need it. Most times you can leave it blank. And this is important though for a lot of the schools that play double headers on the weekend. Please denote this game as being the first game or the second game of a double header. You can just put 1 or 2 there. So we'll go ahead and just call it 1 just to show that in. Put the umpires' names before the game starts. And start time, first pitch. Sorry about that. 1:02, first pitch, and the weather is snowy today. Chart view, pitcher, batter, just go ahead and leave that as the default. Okay, so now we have all the information about the game. Now we need to go and choose which teams are playing. Tell the computer. So really we have only who is our visitor today, and we'll go ahead and make Tampa the visiting team, and now we need to select the home team, and we're going to go and select Mesa as the home team. Alright, so now all the information is input, and now we're ready to go with our lineup. So we go here to the lineup cards and we hit enter, and as you can see here on the screen, Tampa's batting order is up. And what you have to do, you don't have to do it, but most of the times when you get a lineup card, you'll get their position number, or their jersey number and their position number on the roster card. And I've already gone ahead and looked those things up, so you don't see the jersey number on the screen, but I've looked those up, and I'll show you how to input it really quickly, and it'll pull it. So for Tampa's batting order, it's 4, and you see all I had to do is type in the jersey number, and Rivera comes up, and he's playing second. You put 4 again for the position. 19, and designated hitter. 12 and 5. 20 and 3. 18 and 7. 2 and 6. 23 and 9. 42 is catcher, so that's 2. And then 33 is 8. Now with the designated hitter rule in effect, you need to put in a pitcher. And so today's starting pitcher, he's not listed here, but it's number 32, and he's the one. Alright, and now your starting lineups have been set. I'll do the same thing for Colorado Mesa. Okay, moving ahead, we've put both rosters in. The game started. We'll go over some of the scoring plays in another video, but right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a substitution. And as you're scoring it live, you go ahead and do the substitutions live, of course. So we're going to go ahead and put a pinch hitter in for this player at this time. So we go, as the game's going on, hit escape. We're going to go to our lineup cards, and Tampa is the team at bat. We find this player in the lineup, and we're going to go ahead and put in number 35, and we're not sure if it's a straight substitution. Right now all he's doing is coming in as a pinch hitter. Okay, so we go ahead and put him in and hit enter through. It says my changes have been set, and when I go back to plays, you'll see now that this batter is up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make things real simple. He flies out to left, 4-3, 4-3. And now it's saying, hey, you need to put in somebody at this position. If it was a substitution, a straight substitution, the pinch hitter is now going to go to head right. It makes it really easy, but there could be an instance where you just had a pinch hitter and now a different defensive player is going out to right field, so that's just something you have to keep an eye on. So it's going to take us now back to it. We're going to go ahead and say, yep, nope, he stayed in, and we're going to go ahead and put in right field and enter through it. You have to enter through it. You can't hit escape or else it won't take. And now your lineup changes have been set. Now let's go ahead and do the other kind of change, which is a pitching change, and it's pretty straightforward here as well. Now Mesa is up to bat, but our pitching change is going to take place on Tampa. So we go back to lineup cards, and we pick Tampa once again, and we're going to go and make this pitching change down here. And we're going to go ahead and put in number 39 coming in. I'm going to leave it as 1. And now my lineups have been set, and when I go to plays, you'll see now that this pitcher is in the game. So those are the two basic types of substitutions. Okay, we're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the top of the 9th inning, and this game's just about over. Fly ball to center field, and that should do it for Tampa in the 9th. And with Mesa leading, we do not need to play the bottom of the 9th, so we need to tell the computer that the game is over. We go ahead and escape out of our scoring section, and we go to wrap up the game. And now we put in the updated records. Tampa lost. We change their record. We credit Mesa with the win. And here's where things get a little bit interesting. You have to make a decision. The winning pitcher in this game will be the starter. And to determine who the winning pitcher is, and we put in his season record, we defer to the NCAA manual with winning and losing pitchers. Now there are a lot of contingencies about winning pitchers, as you can see here, notes and exceptions, but what we'll focus on is the winning pitcher, his team must be in the lead when he's replaced and remain in the lead for the rest of the game. Now I recommend you read all of these contingencies and notes, but in general, the pitcher of record, when his team gains the lead, is your winning pitcher. Okay, so, and now moving on to the save, and we select the pitcher, and we'll go again here to this section for all of the conditions to meet a save. And you can see them right here. Finishing pitcher in a game that is team 1. He is not credited with the win, so you can't have a win and a save. And for part C, all he has to do is meet one of those final 3. So it's the first 2, A and B, and then any of these last 3 to be considered a save. And then the loss is very similar to the winning pitchers. Is the teams. We'll go again up here to Section D. The starting pitcher shall be charged with the loss if he is replaced at any time while his team is behind and remains behind for the remainder of the game. Same thing with any relief pitcher. So we'll go ahead and give the loss to the second pitcher because we made a quick substitution in the 2nd inning, and so Hughes is the one that gave up the runs, and he's had a tough year. We'll move him to 0-7. Now you put the game duration. How long did the game take? Not what time it finished. It took 2 hours and 31 minutes, and we had 555 people at the game. And now you have successfully wrapped up your game.